The following is an ESG video.
Hi, I'm John Oltsik, Senior Principal Analyst at ESG, and I'm excited to welcome Doug Cahill to the ESG cybersecurity team. So Doug, welcome.
Thanks, John.
And Doug, you just came from a startup that focuses on cloud security, and that's a really exciting part of the market. So what are your impressions of cloud security and where it is right now, where it's going?
It's a really exciting market, and it's early days, which means it's a market that is in need of a lot of research and analysis, and we'll be doing a lot of work there. And that's going to start with defining cloud security. It can mean a lot of different things to different people. After all, almost every organization of every size is consuming something from the cloud, either operating natively in the cloud or consuming a wide variety of SaaS software offerings. So we're going to take a look at securing cloud-native workloads that are running in cloud service providers. We're going to look at the dynamic of shadow IT and how you audit and control the use of SaaS applications like Salesforce and Office 365 and Yammer and more. And we'll also look at using the cloud as a delivery vehicle. You know, putting that sort of control plane of being able to host a server in the cloud and getting the benefits of the elastic cloud by doing that.
Looking forward to all of that stuff. And your background, you used to work at an endpoint security vendor as well, and that's an exciting market. What are your thoughts there?
Well, I think it's fair to say that the emperor has no clothes, and that we know that the old solutions are no longer effective against contemporary threats. This is a world where the known threats, the known viruses they're fairly pedestrian. And they're really not what companies are worried about today. We're worried about the unknown. And so what's extremely interesting about this market is the innovation in which the industry is detecting new threats that present, notable risk to organizations and their data and their intellectual property.
Yeah, it's a market in transition, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You're also going to cover data security, and you bring a storage background and a security background. So what are you looking at there? What do you think will happen there?
At the end of the day, it's all about the data, right? And we have infrastructure and applications to generate data. And certainly in today's big data world, it's about to, get knowledge and value out of our increasingly massive data sets. That's today's intellectual property. So, I'll tie that back to my experience in cloud security, which is the nature of truly native cloud applications is such that it becomes increasingly difficult to encrypt your data, which of course is a core security best practice, encrypt early and often, at rest in flight. But in a cloud environment, it's really hard to encrypt in flight every step of the way along a increasingly complicated application structure. So what that means pragmatically for, again, many of the customers I've spoken to is this trade-off between, hey, I want the benefit of the cloud, I want the benefit of cloud-hosted applications that are multi-tiered, but I want to protect the data that is moving through those applications, and I can't always be sure that it's encrypted. And so that's going to be an interesting area for some analysis as well.
Lots of ramifications on key management there too.
Oh, everybody now wants to own their keys. They don't necessarily trust their provider to own the key. And so I think that's a sort of a market indicator, market requirement for vendors today that are doing encryption that really need to think long and hard about how you enable key management.
And so with cybersecurity in this massive state of change, you've got a tabula rasa here, a blank slate at ESG. So what else do you think you'll do?
Well, I think another notable area that warrants research, and looking forward to working with you on this, is around services. One of the things that we know all too well is that there is a distinct shortage of skill sets around cybersecurity. And that's everything from security operations to doing security assessments and pen testing, and certainly post-breach incident response. And so that's why we've seen such a rich ecosystem of MSSPs. And what I've seen from a cloud security perspective is there's a new crop of MSSPs that are popping up that are servicing the cloud-native companies. So it's a different ecosystem. And then, of course, as vendors come to market, it's becoming an increasingly effective indirect route to market, work with your MSSPs to bring your product to market. So I think that's going to be an area where we're going to do some research and analysis, and we can really help organizations be able to, hit the sweet spot of that sort of that Venn diagram, of that triangulation. Hey, I'm a vendor with a great product or service. I've got MSSPs that are getting to my target market. How do I leverage that opportunity?
And there's some channel issues there as well.
There are definitely some channel issues there. Vendors will need to differentiate their offerings from MSSP and understand not only how that provides value for the end customer, how that provides value to the MSSPs to differentiate their service offerings.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we couldn't be more excited to have you here, so
Thank you.
welcome, and thanks for watching.